my advent calendar, as you just saw, and I've just made some tea. So I got an Earl Grey cream tea bag in my tea advent calendar today. And when I have Earl Grey, I usually have it with no milk. But with the advent calendar, it smells so good. With the advent calendar, you also got emails. You can sign up to the emails actually, even if you didn't get the advent calendar, and they send you a recipe or an idea of what you can use your tea bag for. Come here then, baby. So with this one, they said it was a recipe for an Earl Grey latte. So it's your tea brewed with water and then put in a saucepan with a cup of milk and a little bit of honey. So I thought I'd try that because I usually only ever have Earl Grey one way. So I thought it might be quite nice to try something new. Apparently it's called a London fog. Still a bit hot. Oh, but actually that's really nice. I think I might quite like that. It actually tastes like biscuits. Digestive biscuits. That's really delicious actually. Teddy's just been outside. There's still quite a bit of snow on the ground, and so Teddy's been outside, and I brought him in because he looked cold, and apparently that was very much the wrong thing to do. So he's just charging around the house, wailing, as I'm sure you can hear. So maybe I'll have to go and let him out again in a minute. I just thought I'd show you my progress on my cowls now. So I got this lovely yarn in my advent calendar today. I'm all up to date with my cowl actually. So this is my first one. That is with all of my advent calendar minis. Oh, the needles really don't like behaving. But yeah, so that's what that one looks like. It's going to look so lovely when it's blocked. It's very much in need of a blocking. But yeah, that's that one. And that's up to date. And then I started this other one. A few days ago I got this mohair and said I wanted to start one with mohair, and oh, I started it and it's so dreamy. It is so soft and squishy. I don't know if it will focus because it doesn't really like focusing on the mohair, so I'm not entirely sure what you're seeing now, but I'm just loving how this looks. For the first part I just used a yarn singly. It's cashmere sock from the Wool Barn, so it was so soft and it's quite nice and plump, so I thought that would be good to start with. And then I started using my scraps with a strand of mohair. Oh, I just love it. Can you see the fuzzy halo? It's so pretty. And I love how it changes the yarn. It like makes sort of a misty veil over the yarns that are in there. Like this one, this is Sweater Weather by Cozy Posy Yarn Co. And hang on, I'll just go and get the socks, which is these gorgeous socks. They're absolutely beautiful socks. The yarn is just so pretty. I made no pearl monkeys with these. The light's not actually great here. I wonder if it's because I've got light behind me. But yeah, so that yarn is there. And I don't know if you can see, but I just love how you can still see all of the beautiful colours, but it looks like there's sort of a lovely mist over it. Just a lovely cloud of mist with the mohair. So yeah, and that's happened with all of the colours obviously. So all of the colours have just been shrouded in a little bit of a lovely soft and fluffy mist. It's so lovely. So I'm not quite up to date with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up to day 9 on this one, and it's the 12th of December today. So I'm going to catch up with this tonight and then add 12 onto my advent calendar cowl too. It's quite interesting though, because I'm finding it quite interesting because this is such a thin yarn, but it really does plump out the other yarn. So if you look at these together, I've got a lot extra on the mohair one. I don't know if you can see that very well, and I feel like I'm having a moment where I'm absolutely terrible at explaining things, but it's made it much wider, and whereas this really looks like it will benefit from a block, this one almost already looks blocked out, I think, because it's thicker, the yarn is thicker, so it doesn't quite look as much like it needs to be stretched out. So I'm just loving knitting these together, they're so much fun. With this one, I've just magic knotted the new colours in, because I thought the mohair, if any of the magic knot does come to the front, the mohair will just sort of obscure it, so you won't really be able to see it, but I haven't noticed that it has at all. I can't see where I've magic knotted at all, and I don't necessarily start right at the beginning, I just knot it and then wherever it happens is fine. It's only usually a few stitches either side of the marker. I've got really sweet markers on these as well. It's a little gingerbread man. It's from Eva Faith. My friend Paula has a lovely shop selling stitch markers, and so cute. So I'm really enjoying them, and since the magic knot's working out so well in this one, I've started magic knotting in this one too, and you really can't tell. So yeah, I've got a few other ends that I need to sew in. A few of them are sewn in, but now I'll only have one end to sew in right at the end, because I'm going to magic knot the rest of them. Magic knot's just a bit problematic if you're using a single ply yarn, so I'm not using any single ply yarns in this one again, and if any come up in this, then I might sew those ends in, but yeah, you just can't really pull tight, I'm noticing, because the single ply doesn't have the strength and it will just come apart. So yeah, I'm really enjoying those cowls, they're so much fun. And then this is my ball of leftovers, so I've got yesterday's to pop in there. Oh no, this is the day before, and this is yesterday's to pop on here, and then these are going to be lovely to put in my, I've magic knotted all these together, they're going to be lovely to put in my crochet blanket when all of the days are done. So yeah, I'm really excited. I decided to do it on my Nostopina because it can just stay there, whereas I'd have to keep on putting it on my thumb to wrap it round. So these are lovely balls. I don't know if you've used one of these, but if you wrap around a Nostopina or around your thumb, it means that you get a centre pull ball.